For a 31st consecutive year, badminton's best have gathered in Birmingham to do battle in the world's oldest and most prestigious annual badminton tournament. Welcome to the Utilita Arena for the second session on semi-finals day at the 114th YONEX All England Championships, 125 years after the first. This tournament is also the second of four Super 1000 events on the HSBC BWF World Tour. And as part of the World Tour Finals trophy is brought into the arena by one of the tournament volunteers, Ying Chung, who has worked as part of the field of play entry team, bringing the trophy in this evening. And of course, the World Tour Finals is just for the best of the best. It's the culmination of the World Tour, where only the top 8 players and pairs in each of the 5 disciplines will qualify. And it's all taking place in Hangzhou in the second week of December. So as I was saying, it's semi-finals day, and what a lineup we have. We start with mixed doubles, and Tabeling and Piek create a little bit of history as they become the first pair from the Netherlands in the semi-finals for 24 years. They're up against a Japanese pair who obviously feel right at home here, as Watanabe and Higashino are looking to reach a 5th All-England final. Then it's women's singles and 2 of the greats from this golden era of this discipline. Tai Su-Ying is looking to reach a 5th final in Birmingham, while Carolina Marin is trying to roll back the years by reaching a 2nd final 9 years after the first, when she won the title. Then it's the first of the men's doubles. It's former world champions Aaron Char and So Wei against the in-form pair of Li and Yang, who are trying to reach a 3rd final in 3 weeks. The second of the mixed doubles follows that, an all-Chinese affair with the defending champions and 2-time winners Chen Shiwei and Wang Yaxiong against Fang Yangzhe and Wang Dongping. Wang Dongping, of course, is the reigning Olympic champion. We then finish with the second men's doubles. The former world champions Hoki and Kobayashi, surprisingly in their first All-England semi-final against the defending champions Alfian and Ardianto of Indonesia. Well, it's already been a good day for Indonesia. We saw in the first session 2 Indonesians will contest the men's singles final tomorrow. Well, with mixed doubles being our first semi-final of the day, a chance to look at the draw from the semi-final stage. And you can see actually from quarter-finals we had 5 seeds and 7 different flags next to the 8 pairs. It makes it the most diverse of all disciplines, along with the men's singles. But 2 pairs from China at quarter-final stage both made it through to the semi-final. 1 unseeded pair, and that is the pair we are about to watch. Robin Tabeling and Selena Piek of the Netherlands against Yuta Watanabe and Arisa Higashino. Well, it, as I was saying, is the 31st year that we have had the YONEX All England Championships here in Birmingham. It is the most magnificent arena. It's really become an iconic venue for badminton. You know, I actually played the first time the All England was staged here in 1994. That was my last All England, and I'm Jill Clark, delighted to say that sitting alongside me is former Danish head coach Steen Pedersen. What a session we had this morning. That was incredible. Only finished about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, magnificent matches, and we can only hope we continue when we get started.
Yep, we certainly do. I think we're in for 5 more absolutely terrific matches. Well, the countdown has begun to the second session on semi-finals day.
This is the YONEX All England Open Badminton Championships 2024. It's the mixed doubles semi-final. Let's welcome the players. First up from the Netherlands, Robin Tabeling and Selena Piek.
The first pair from the Netherlands in the semi-finals for 24 years.
And give it up for their opponents, the #2 seeds from Japan, Watanabe and Higashino.
World Championships in Tokyo. That was in the round of last 16. Two straight games, as you can see.
Red, you have black. Black, your choice. Serve, who's going to receive? And which side would you like? This side? Perfect, thank you.
So the Dutch combination won the toss of the coin, and they have chosen to serve. Well, the last pair from the Netherlands in the semi-final were Chris Broel and Erica van der Heuvel back in 2000. They lost in the semi-final to Liu Yin and Ge Fei. Robin Tabeling will turn 30 next month, and he lives in Arnhem. They're currently 15 on the world ranking, but they did spend one precious week at number 8 on the world rankings. That was from the middle of July last year. Selena Piek is 32 years of age from North Holland, and 166 equates to 5'5". Blaricum, the city where she was born. Now, when we look at their matches, every single one of their matches, they've dropped the opening game before going on to win. Second round against Chen and To from Malaysia, who had put out the former world champions in the first round, quarter-final against a pair from Chinese Taipei. Yuta Watanabe has been in 6 finals in the last 6 years, because he was also two-time winner of the men's doubles with Hiroyuki Endo, both in 2020 and 21. They actually went down one place on the world rankings that were published earlier this week, from number 2 to number 3. But they, like their opponents, only spent one precious week at their career high, the highest you can be, number 1 in the world. Arisa Higashino is 27, so she's the older of the two, from Sorachi
Ready to play.
Prefecture on the island of Hokkaido. Now, they have had a very different path through to this semi-final. All of their matches in 2 straight games, including the quarter-final against the number 7 seeds Kim Won-ho and Jong Na-eun, a repeat of the Malaysian Open, the first of the 1,000 events this year. So David Evans of England is our umpire for this one, and Amanda Balaam, also from England. She's the service judge. Consecutive All-England Championships for the Japanese pair. First won the title in 2018 when
Ladies
they
and gentlemen,
ranked 48
on my right,
in the world.
Yuta Watanabe and Arisa Higashino, Japan. And on my left, Robin Tabeling and Selena Piek, Netherlands. Selena Piek to serve to Arisa Higashino. Level. Play.
So the mixed doubles semi-final getting underway. The unseeded Robin Tabeling and Selena Piek of the Netherlands, far side of the court. The European Games gold medalists from last year in Poland. Up against the Olympic bronze medalists and three-time former champions here, Yuta Watanabe and Orisa Higashino. Steen, it's actually a second All-England semi-final for Selena Piek, because she was in the women's doubles semi-final in 2021 with Cheryl Seinen. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That was the year we were coming out of COVID, and perhaps some of the players weren't able to attend the All-England Championships. But it was a semi-final nonetheless.
Yes.
I don't know if you caught a glimpse of their quarter-final victory yesterday, Tabeling and Piek, Steen, when they beat Ye Hongwei and Li Chia-sin.
Yeah, I did.
They were absolutely delighted, weren't they?
They were.
Tabeling threw his racket into the crowd.
And it's also one of these situations where you get a view of how small the margins are, because they were down in the first round against Danes, Thury and Malund with match points.
That's true. Saved 2 match points in the deciding game against that Danish combination in the first round. Wow! Terrific athleticism from Robin Tabeling. Brilliant. What a start by the European pair. This is amazing.
Wait,
Now,
middle line. Selena Piek.
1-5.
oh, service error followed by a service error.
Service over. 6-1.
Yeah, that last smash much flatter. And just deceived Piek. Well, history could be made here, Steen, because there has been no players from the Netherlands in the All-England final in the Open era. And that's from 1980.
Wow.
Service over.
But, very good start here. And I think that the celebration yesterday and the way they've started here has got something to do with the fact that they've been under pressure in terms of Olympic qualification. And the good results here more or less secures them a spot in Paris.
Oh,
Boy, that's a beauty.
That is fantastic. Not only the execution of the shots, but also the thought process to know where to play it. Wonderful from Yuta Watanabe.
Oy. That was a return that went backwards from Robin Tabeling. He can laugh a little bit himself.
Yeah, well taken by Higashino.
6-7.
Was Steen the last European pair to reach an All-England final was?
Fischer and Pedersen.
That's right. 8 years ago,
Yeah.
2016.
And Fischer's had a little hand in the Dutch combination here, perhaps more than a little. I don't know, but I saw that he was coaching them in German Open, and he's worked with them. Today it's Henri Vervoort on the coach's chair. I met him in the hallway yesterday, and he was quite happy.
I'm not surprised. So back level, and indeed into the lead on a run of 7 straight points. 1-7 down to 8-7 up.
Good interception from Robin Tabeling.
8-4.
I've seen a number of their matches as of late, and they've actually had some good opportunities, just not being able to capitalize on it. Tabeling and Piek.
Oh, good save. They're always a pair, aren't they, Steen, that are dangerous. I mean, I remember at the All England 4 years ago when they reached the quarter-final. In the second round, they beat Zheng Shiwei and Wang Yaxiong.
And they were on the verge of doing the same in French Open, where they had
that's
4
right.
match points, couldn't convert.
Yeah.
Some of the same things has happened here in the spring, where they've looked a little bit tensed when it came to the deciding stages of a match. Lost the semi-final in German Open to Tang Tzi from Hong Kong, but they were up 12-8 in the decider and stalled a little bit. The question mark here is whether there's too much experience on the other side in terms of Watanabe and Higashino, who obviously love playing in this arena.
What a super net shot from Selena Piek. Amazing shot. Brilliant. Oof, that's well left. Well judged. It was the cross-court shot from the Japanese pair that did the damage. Nice. And it is the former champions, Yuta Watanabe and Risa Higashino, who have the advantage here at the mid-game interval in the opening game.
Ik vind niet dat we te snel dingen anders moeten willen doen. Dus als het een keer versneld en cross gaat, jammer dan. Want als ik veel blok, gaan ze gewoon veel van die snelle tussenlift spelen. Ja, de komende keer dat ik hem hard speel, dan gaan we de andere kant op. Komt wel weer.
Het is ook alleen maar als je bovenhands bent. Als je dan neer kan leggen. Ga.
11-10.
That is magnificent. How on earth did she do that? Do you know, there was something from the Dutch coach, or was it the Japanese coach? I think it was the Japanese coach saying about smashing on the inside hip. That was perfection. Yeah, nicely done. He is a strong man, he's Robin Tabeling.
Yeah, really good movements. It's super important, the first smash, that he can get himself into a better position. Good placement, and then he comes forward.
Just wide, that's well left.
Service over. 13-11.
I think the Dutch combination need to be wary of getting into too many flat, fast exchanges, Steen.
Yes,
what do you think?
I totally agree. Their chance is to get on the attack, gonna block as much as possible. That's how they've won their matches in this tournament. Saw a bit of their second round match as well. That's the situation they want. So Piek guarding the net, securing the initiative, and then Robin Tabeling putting on pressure from the backcourt.
Mistimed it.
Service over. 15-13.
Piek. Yeah, she was trying to really hustle at the front of the court. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
16-13.
Thread that down the line. Piek was really covering that straight one, and she still couldn't get it.
No, it was too fast. And it's just imperative for the Dutch to get on the attack. He's so good at maintaining the initiative, Yuta Watanabe. He's perhaps even faster. I think he's faster than Robin Tabeling. Tabeling perhaps hits a bit harder, but the speed of movement from Watanabe, we've often praised that.
Well left.
Service over.
shuttle flying faster, going towards that far end of the court.
Yeah, a little bit in doubt here in the set. I talked to the Danish comms here just before we went on air, and they said they felt it had changed.
Really?
Which would match with the previous match, Christie against Lakshya Sen, and the good start the Dutch had. Ooh, I think that's what they challenged.
Yeah, he is challenging.
But it could easily have changed again, because we have spectators still coming into the arena for this second session.
Challenge
Well done, line judge.
One challenge remaining. Service over.
So 2 points away from the opening game. The number 2 seeds Watanabe and Higashino.
Play. Selena.
Oh, sorry.
Game point opportunities. The Dutch pair in that rally well and truly outmanoeuvred. Nice angle. Good rally. Mistakes. Gino, just before that final smash, I was thinking he was playing a nice patient downward game, but then suddenly lost his patience.
Couldn't really make his way forward in that situation.
So the opening game in favour of the 3-time former champions. To Watanabe and Orisa Higashino. 21-14 in 17 minutes.
If this, then I take power. This, then I take power. A sharp, more high a bit. More control a bit, it's okay. More control or high a bit. Okay? It's okay. It's okay. I just have to... so you serve this, I always serve you behind. Okay. No need kill, it's okay. Just hard. But if you chance, you kill. You have important is hard.
Well, this is the practice hall, and the women's singles players for our next semi-final. Tai Su Ying, she's on the far court at the far end, and nearest to us is Karolina Marin, the 3-time former world champion and former Olympic champion. Going to reach a second All-England final 9 years after her first. That would be extraordinary, wouldn't it?
Iets meer energie. Iets meer fight-up kunnen denk ik wel zijn. Ook al gaat het niet. Je moet het een klein beetje timide zijn. Dat is mijn ding.
Geef alles, want je hebt elk punt.
Zeker, zeker. En ze slaan gewoon helemaal hoog terug. Dus het maakt niet uit. Maar ik vind het supergoed dat je varieert. Die smashes, die steile smashes in het midden, die werken supergoed. En ik zal proberen uit te schuiven om die overhead te kunnen koppelen.
Ja, vlakke balkost.
Ja, zeker als ik op overhead op haar gaat, zij doet hem altijd daar. Dus ik moet daar gewoon op staan. Dus ik ga die hebben van hem.
En wees de eerste om te wisselen, hè? De eerste over.
Second game. Level. Play.
So here we go with the second game. Now, if you're a fan of Tabeling and Piek, do not worry. They've lost the opening game of their previous 3 matches. And obviously come back to win. Oh, that's nice. Across the body towards the right hip of Selena Piek. What a soup. Oof!
Arisa
Well, there's a
Higashino
challenge here.
challenges called out.
Oh, it was an awfully late call. It is very early on in the game to be challenging, but it was a perfect serve. Good challenge.
2 love. Play.
Just right.
Service over. 1, 2.
Well, I am convinced that Jeremy Gang, the Japanese mixed doubles coach, former Malaysian player, I'm sure he was talking about smashing on the right hip of the Dutch players, and his players have been implementing that quite beautifully.
Service over. 2, 3.
Too high. Serve from Julian Piek.
They have wonderful rotational play, Watanabe and Higashino.
Probably the fastest moving mixed double as a pair.
Yeah.
We talked about Watanabe, but we should also notice that Higashino is almost equally fast.
Yeah, her mother was a track and field athlete, you know. Very successful one too. Inherited the athletic genes. Now, there's lots of talk in between rallies between the two Dutch players.
Service over. 3,
Got to come up
5.
with something rather soon. Piek and Tabeling, because after their good start in the first game, and they led 7-2, they lost 19-7 and now trailing here.
4,
They were even 7-1, Steve.
Was it?
Yeah. Oh, it's landed on the line well, and they beg to differ. Tabeling thought that may have been long.
I thought it looked like a correct call.
Now,
Elevated position. It wasn't.
wow, it was a jolly good challenge.
5, all. Play. Service over. 6, 5.
I mark that down as an unforced error from Robin Tabeling. Tabeling's actually gone off court. Just toweling down, I thought he may be going to change his racket.
Service over. 6-8.
Missed it.
Service over. 9-6.
Well, this Japanese pair today, Steen, are looking to reach, would you believe it, an 11th Super 1000 tournament final. That's extraordinary, isn't it?
It is. And they're the only player pair that can still make a Super 1000 slam this year. All the winners from Malaysia in the other categories already knocked out.
What a lovely stat, Steen. Oh, my goodness. Brilliant. Japanese pair really are doing a lovely job of outmaneuvering their opponents.
See that they haven't really got their defense going, Piek and Tabeling. That's why it's so much more important that they get on the attack.
To the mid-game interval with a 5-point advantage, having already won the first, Yuta Watanabe and Orisa Higashino.
You have to lead. Leader. That's a simple that. You take the shuttle, you have to lead. Masuk service, you have to leader. Scared. Machikai dah jumpa. Machikai you don't cover. It's okay. You have to leader. Service leader. I leader. Semua teh. Don't like I scared.
Ja, en zijn ze dan beter, dan zijn ze beter. Maar speel gewoon jullie spel. Stop de energie.
Daar zijn ze wel bezig met individuele punten binnen.
Ja, gewoon. Hop.
11-6. Play.
So 11-6 the lead to Watanabe and Higashino. Any ideas, Steen, on what the Dutch pair should be trying to do tactically to turn this around?
I think they have to put a lot of emphasis on the service situation, and I basically think they have done it so far, but oh, that's weird. A little too much pace in the defense from Selena Piek there, but it could also be an idea to flick Higashino and get her on the backcourt in the opening of the rallies here, but then that should be a softer shot, and then move forward and win the initiative there. Here again, play the front court and overcover your own front court. That's brilliant play by Higashino.
Yeah, super.
13-7.
Oh, another one's landed on the back line.
14-7.
Brilliant. Well, Steve, no pair has contested 5 mixed doubles finals here at the All England Championships. In the Super Series and World Tour era, there has been one player who's in fact contested 6 finals, and that was, of course...
Jiang Shuwei?
No.
No? Chinese?
Liliana Nasir.
Liliana Nasir.
With 2 different partners.
Yeah, of course.
6 finals, winning 3 of them. But history could be made by the Japanese pair, they could become the first pair to contest 5 finals. We've already been in 4. That's long of the back line.
This would be a good time for the Dutch to get on a roll. Challenge.
Selena Piek challenges, called out.
I'm not sure she'll win it, but it's close enough to take the chance. The way I see it, they need the points on that right sideline.
Challenge unsuccessful.
Out by a whisker.
1 challenge remaining. Service over. 15-9. Selena to receive. Selena.
Yeah, well spotted umpire.
Play.
Dutch pair in the wrong formation. Wow. Goodness me. How did he play that?
It's the third shot there. She's really alert, Arisa Higashino.
Well, when he's leaping to his round the head position to create that angle.
He's almost jumping from the middle of the court.
Service over. 10-16. Service over. 17-10.
Three points required to reach a 5th final in their last 7 appearances at this tournament. Nice smash from Robin Tabeling. And it's now or never as far as the Dutch pair are concerned. That's lovely. That is a lovely shot. Great thought process to just hold and flick over the head of Higashino. Brilliant.
13-18.
Lovely little block into the open space.
Play. Fault. 14-18.
Well. I said it needed to be now or never. And 4 straight points. A couple more, and that will really make the Japanese pair, I think, and perhaps get a little bit nervous.
Yeah, I think they've slowed down just a tiny little bit. And I think Piek and Tabeling have also loosened up a little bit, thinking all seemed lost, so let's give it a shot.
Not the best of serves. A little loose and it got what it deserved.
40.
Yeah, you can see how high over the net it was. Watching that again. Oh, goodness. Brilliant. Oh, superb. The final little block from Selena Piek was played to perfection. Here it comes.
Thank you.
Oh, that's a beauty. Oh, it's just long. I was going to say that's a beauty. Well, they're going to challenge. They might as well, because if they don't, it's automatically match point opportunities. Did it catch the outside edge of the line? No, it didn't. So no challenges left and match point opportunities for Yuta Watanabe and Arisa Higashino. Beautiful.
Service over. 16-20.
Yuta Watanabe and Arisa Higashino tomorrow will contest a 5th mixed doubles final here at the All England Championships in 7 visits, their last 7 visits to this prestigious event. What a remarkable record at this tournament. The first pair in the Super Series and World Tour era to reach 5 All England mixed doubles finals.
21-14, 21-16.
21-14, 21-16 confirms the umpire. 37 minutes for their victory. Their confirmation of the score, and what a performance today. They're through to the final without dropping a game in any of their 4 matches. Gosh, they're playing well. This is the final rally. And the dream is over for another year for Tabeling and Piek. Yeah. Thumps his chest. Real desire at the All England Championships. One of the 4 Super 1000 events, but given the history of this tournament, this is the 114th edition. It is the tournament all the players want to win. Well, coming up next is women's singles and 2 former champions. It's Tai Tzu Ying against Carolina Marin. Welcome back to Birmingham. More miles of canals than Venice, would you believe it? And it is the 31st year that the All England Championships have been staged here in the city of Birmingham. What a wonderful venue. It really has become iconic. Well, up next is the second of the women's singles semi-finals. It's Tai Su Ying against Carolina Marin. And when we look at the women's singles draw from the quarter-final stage, we will see that all 8 seeds, the top 8 ranked players,